physical representation of, I think, all success. But you have to go through the growing pains. You have to make mistakes. You have to learn from all the things to get better to where you want to be. That's why I love the gym so much.
So I want to emphasize, I have mad respect for people that like maintain these incredible bodies through just sheer, willpower. But what I said about the gym, it was literally just one silly joke I made about how I was doing math in my head. I says, if you're on a treadmill an hour every day.
Yeah.
And someone like me, I probably exercise to prolong my life, to be healthy, right?
Yeah.
Like some people exercise to get muscle and look good or whatever. I don't know your reasons, but I assume it's something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's evolved over time. Like it's been like, originally I started because, like I said, I just loved being in that atmosphere so much. And then I remember at one point, I was at a gym and I was a trainer, and someone's like, you should do this competition stuff. This men's physique thing's coming out. It was a brand new class of like the NPC, which wasn't bodybuilding, but like you could wear shorts on stage and but look just like you got abs and good shoulders.
Right.
And she was like, you'd be good at this. So I did it. And then it evolved into like the internet and all this stuff. And because it wasn't a thing when I wasn't like, I'm going to work out to be on the internet. Because like my timing was like, I got on Instagram in like 2010, 2011, before it was like this thing that it is now, that people do it because they think I'm going to become some like fitness influencer, right? I just did it because someone was like, you should try it. And then I was like, yeah, fuck it. And then I just enjoyed the process of like continuing and growing and getting better at it.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, I did this mental experiment that I thought was funny. So let's say you work out an hour every day.
Yeah.
And so that's, 7 hours a week. There's 52 weeks in a year. Maybe you'll enjoy this joke. Give me the crunching sound, Zach. So we got 52 weeks in a year.
All right.
Right? Times 7 hours a week.
Okay.
That's 364 hours per year on the treadmill.
Yeah.
Okay? And then I can expect to live, let's be real here. When you think I'm dying?
This is actually it's a good question because honestly, but that's the thing, you could change that with your actions. So that's why it's like cardio specifically decreases like your all-cause mortality by like a ton. Like your ability to stay alive longer is much higher.
Cardio is so hard.
It is. I don't even do enough of it, straight up.
Yeah, because I just want to lose the fat, and I figure that's the best way to do it, just cardio,
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
You definitely want to balance.
Step into a master here.
Yeah, you kind of want to balance. Because you also got to understand, not necessarily that you need a bunch of muscle, but having more muscle does make it also easier for you to eat more shit when you eat more shit, or burn more calories at rest. So
I like to eat shit.
Not actually, though.
No, not shit.
Not shit.
No,
like actual shit.
I'll eat anything, bro. Fuck it. You got shit, I'll eat shit.
Really? No, I'm talking about actually shit.
No, I'll eat it. Fuck it.
Damn, okay. Damn, that's deep. Maybe with some salt on there?
Some salt, babe?
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying is I
that's primal as fuck.
That's as primal as it gets.
Yeah.
That's as raw as it gets. But
if I ate Liver King shit, I'd probably have enough steroids to last me a year.
Oh my God, that's kind of an interesting experiment.
That's funny. Yeah. Fuck, dude. No, but I can't give you exact day. I mean, I wouldn't know, man. You could change
that. Is 80
dude.
Generous?
80?
I'm not making it to 80.
Shit.
Yeah. So maybe let's say 75.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Like
Come on.
60.
What? You don't think I'll make it past 60?
But there's unknowns too.
64.
Let's just say in my current. You think I'm dead at 64?
Yeah, bro.
Really?
What?
Yeah. Sorry, dude.
Okay, Bradley.
Because look, remember you're talking about how much cardio you're doing, and you're talking about hours.
64.
How long do you sit? Have you ever done the time? You ever crunched the time for that?
I don't want to know that.
Exactly. That's my
whole
point.
Day, probably.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And I'm not saying it's for a bad purpose. Obviously, you're making the content, you're having fun. But that is also just not the most optimal thing.
Well, now I'm doing an hour a day on the treadmill. That's pretty good, right?
That's amazing, yeah.
He's been doing it every day.
That's fucking difficult. I'm not doing that.
Thanks, bro. Thank you so much.
I do want to say I've been exercising twice a week.
You do?
I do.
Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go.
I'm strong. I got really strong.
I love it. Do you feel better?
I do. At first, I hated it so much. It was so hard.
Normal. So normal.
You just feel like shit. And, you can't do anything, and you feel like a worthless.
So how long have you been doing it now?
Maybe 2 months.
Oh, you're good then. The first month's the hardest thing. You break that habit, because, it's just people just eventually go, 2-3 weeks and, fuck this, and then you stop, and then you have to try again. But if you could actually make it a habit, then you're fucking golden.
I started because of back pain, and it really went away. Like, it's crazy. I had the worst back pain because we have 2 babies.
Yeah.
So the second pregnancy really just like killed my back. So I was like, I have to do something because this back pain is killing me.
Yeah.
And I saw a doctor, and he was like, this is just muscles. You just gotta work on your muscles.
You just need to strengthen it, right?
Yeah. So
I mean, it cures so much shit, man.
Yeah.
And balances all that.
So, well, my problem with it, I'll just be real and don't take this personal because
That's fine.
I fucking hate exercising, dude.
It's fair, dude. A lot of people hate it.
I hate it, and I tried. I got a personal trainer. I even went for like 2 months straight.
Oh, you went 2 months straight?
did.
Still stopped?
And I said I fucking hate it.
You know what was so weird? Before he stopped,
Yeah,
he was doing it twice a week for 2 months, and then he was like, I'm gonna start every day. And he started talking to his trainer about like the schedule, about doing it every day, and then he quit.
Yeah, and then I went off the rails.
Yeah,
Can you explain that?
Yes, you got to find more balance then, because like, especially if you hate it right away and you hate it so much, like it can't be an everyday thing because you're just gonna get overwhelmed with it.
So the thing is, I'm happy now is that I found something that I like and works for me, and I don't like dread doing it, which is the treadmill, because I can watch TV, I can like zone out on other shit.
Yeah.
And so that's been working for me, and so I've been working out really consistently. But back to this mental experiment. So you think I'm gonna die at 64? Okay, Bradley.
That's fucked up.
Sorry.
No, be real. I asked you
Yeah,
to
no,
be
I'm
real.
being honest. Yeah.
I better start.
I'm gonna
walking.
be pissed
I better reduce.
if you die at 64.
I'm not trying to die at 64.
Yeah, we got to change that.
I'm working on it. Okay, so okay, now we said 364 hours a year.
Okay.
So now we're going to time that by 64. Now I know I haven't been exercising my whole life, but let's just pretend like I have. That's 23,296 hours exercising. Okay. Now let's take those hours. Okay, and divide it by 24. Okay. That is 970 days exercising.
And where are we going with
Hold on. There's a point. There's a point.
Okay.
This is the joke that got me in trouble with all of TikTok.
Okay.
970 days divided by 365. We're looking at 2.65 years straight on the treadmill. So I said to myself, this exercising thing it's just a giant scam, because if I just spent that time on the treadmill doing something else, maybe the time I spent on the treadmill will end up being less than the life I save doing not doing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're trying to say.
And boy, I ended it by saying the numbers don't add up.
Okay, so here's the thing you're not taking into account then, right?
Yeah.
You're not taking into account the way you might actually feel. So the quality of your life can be completely different. So not just you like losing the weight, right? And like you're gonna like feel better overall, like entirely, like sexually, mentally, everything is better. So it's like, wouldn't you also want the quality of your life while you're here to be better? Just because you're not spending less time like at the gym?
So that's true, but also the numbers don't even come close to adding up, because I'm dying at 64, right? So let's say I get down to a healthy weight.
Yeah.
Then what are we feeling?
I mean, that number could
You can
shoot
go
up
forever.
tremendously. Yeah, you might live forever.
Yeah, forever.
Straight up.
Let's then
Neuralink, fucking Elon Musk shit.
Yeah,
Could be crazy,
I'll be in the Matrix in no time. So that could be 80 easily. So that's 16 years plus. And so I'm spending 2.6 years on the treadmill, and I'm saving 6+ years. So to me, that's a good deal. And I crunched the numbers, and I said the numbers don't add up. It's a good deal. But on TikTok,
But it was a stupid joke that meant nothing to all of us here. It was just like Ethan being silly.
Yeah.
That's all that it was. But
Fitness community serious.
Dude, and so I became like a meme.
Oh my God, it became like what everybody references about Ethan.
Dude, it's and so what's
now he's that guy that said that. That's
yeah.
him. It's
I
crazy.
remember I heard that too.
Of course, it's like I became like a meme in the gym fitness world, and they all hate my guts. They go, and it turned into all these crazy things. Like Ethan thinks that exercising's for betas. Ethan thinks people that exercise are freaks. And then girls, because we have a predominantly women fan base, they sending DMs of guys that they're dating or talking to on Tinder. Like, what do you think about H3? They're like, I fucking hate him. You hate the gym. And so, but here, like, this is the kind of video that's popping. Like, this one has 223,000 likes. And by the way, this anime in the front,
This is
exercise. I'm just gonna be honest. There's so many better things to do than exercise.
It is a shame.
By the way, I fuck with the show, Baki.
it's lit.
I watched that fucking anime, dude.
It's dope.
Then they gotta hit me with the Socrates quote.
They hit you with a real quote too.
Without seeing
It's
the
a
beauty
shame.
and strength which is
Dan, you just never know, dude.
Someone's about to flex too. Watch. Yep, I knew it.
He hit you, bro.
He has
Let's
a
go.
crazy waistline.
Yeah, damn. But it's also too like you got to think to the gym and like these activities. Like obviously you just sit on a treadmill. It's very like singular.
Yeah.
A lot of these, like I said earlier, the camaraderie in the gym. Like you, even if you spend time, if you're spending time there with like your friends, it's also not just working out, right? It's a sort of a social environment as well.
He
even
doesn't
if you did
like
cardio.
social environments.
I'm antisocial.
Damn, that's okay.
That keeps me in the basement.
But even if like you guys went and, like worked out together, or
Yeah.
like maybe went on a little easy jog or whatever, like you could do that, and it's not just time spent doing that, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
also
feel you.
bonding.
I feel you.
There's more than that.
Yeah, there was a time when actually in high school I was really fit. I played water polo. And me
You
and the
played
boys-
water polo? Was that cough like a fake? You didn't actually play water polo?
It's a GERD cough.
No,
Okay.
that's real.
I played water polo.
No. I played water polo. Yeah,
Really?
I was
Yeah.
super.
You
Healthy.
play water polo?
Yes.
Dude, I need to see a picture of you. Is there a picture of
Oh.
someone?
Probably.
Yeah,
That'd be
I mean,
amazing.
I used to
We've
be
had it
super
at one
skinny
point.
my whole life. I went to college, and
What happened?
what happened was that,
Because it doesn't just happen.
to be honest with you, what happened was probably that. Well, I gained a tremendous amount of weight in the past 2 years when I started antidepressants.
Yeah.
And so that's a side effect. And I gained like 80 pounds from doing the medicine. And so that was one of the big drivers because I was never like super fat until I started that.
And
And,
before
You still
that,
take that?
yeah,
Why do you take it?
it helps me.
Really?
I like it. I like it. I love it. The only downside of it was that it made me fat as fuck. And so, but I found a way now to stay on the medicine because I like what it does for me, and to still to be able to lose the weight.
Have you ever considered not taking the medicine?
So I started the medicine like 2 years ago, and my life was like a fucking train wreck before it. Like mentally, or no, I was more than 2 years, like 4 years
It's
ago.
probably more than 2 years,
Because I
yeah.
took it way before Theodore was born.
right.
Did you start gaining weight before you took the medicine at all?
I was slowly gaining weight, but
He
I
was
was
going through like ups and downs though. Like he was able to say like I'm gonna go on a diet, and then like you really see results.
Yeah.
I guess
need to lose-
I guess my only thought to this like antidepressant thing, because I think like overall like it's not the best thing to be stuck on your whole life, right? Because obviously there's problems that come with it.
Yeah.
But it's also like I don't know. I really do believe diet, the things that you eat, and your activity
Mm-hmm.
can change your need for those things. And it's like maybe if you never gave that a real shot, then you wouldn't really know. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like if
he
you ever gave
did.
that a real shot, like
I did. I have.
did.
I have. Yeah.
You did?
I have.
Diet.
It was way beyond that.
Yeah.
okay.
I was-
I don't know, obviously.
Yeah. I was a wreck, man.
Yeah.
What
I
caused-
was
what do you-
gonna quit YouTube. I was gonna quit everything. Our marriage, we were having trouble.
Everything
I was,
was
just so
miserable.
fucked up. And
What was causing it? Do you think?
I think it was the stress of the job.
Just making content.
Yeah. Before we made the podcast, I had like this YouTube channel that I would make a video for every week, and it just became so hard. And I felt like there was crazy expectations. And
Yeah.
when I really started gaining weight, when I went to college, I developed like an anxiety disorder, and that really fucked me up for a long time too. So it's all related. And I started gaining weight from that. And but there was a time also when I lost like 50 pounds before you came. So
Even before the antidepressants.
Yeah.
yeah, way before. And so I had control over it. I felt like I had control. Like I could lose 10 pounds. But once I started that, I lost control.
Yeah.
It's weird. But now I feel like I've figured something out that works for me. But I don't share the same opinion about antidepressants and stuff. I think they're actually, it's funny because when I was younger, I had the opinion like, oh, everyone's overprescribed medicine and there's other ways to do it. But as I got older and started using it myself, I understand that there's actually nothing wrong with taking it. And I feel like maybe it's too stigmatized at this point where people see themselves as weak or something if they take a medicine like that. Because in my opinion, fat being the only downside, and obviously that's a big downside, but I'm working on it. But
Yeah.
the benefits of it for me, it turned my whole life around, dude. Like it was revelatory. I mean, it really saved me.
Because I'm always just curious. Like, could there have been other things that could have happened instead of that would have also changed your life and turned it around?
Yeah, I feel like I had tried a long time
Okay.
too.
It wasn't just like,
everything.
fuck it, I'm just gonna do this.
He waited on taking it for like maybe 2 years already.
It was like in my bedside, right?
yeah.
And I was very much like, I don't want to do it. I'm scared of what's going to do to me. I'm stronger than this. I can deal with this. Because the doctor gave it to me, and I was like, I'm not ready to take it. So I was trying everything I could. And then when I did started taking it, and I saw how much it helped me, I felt like an idiot for not taking it sooner.
What I guess prior to being like, okay, I need to take this, what bothered you the most that you felt like you needed to like change or feel?
Oh, my mood. I was just super irritable.
Super moody.
Super mood, like crazy mood swings.
The irritable.
But it sounds like your hormones were fucked up. Did you ever get like your blood work
no,
done?
everything's fine. I did blood work.
That was perfect?
Yeah, it was fine.
Damn.
Yeah, it was fine.
Even before getting on the stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got blood work a
Testosterone
bunch
was normal?
Yeah, they did a full blood panel.
Yeah.
Everything was fine. And I did that like a few times within over like a 10-year span because I kept going back and trying to figure out what was going on.
Okay.
He's always fine. Like he's got no medical issues too. No back pain.
Yeah.
No, nothing. I'm always like, what is going on
No
with
medical
this guy?
issues, no back pain. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, now I'm gonna fucking develop some fucked up like rare form of cancer since you said that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. At least you checked and you made sure it wasn't just like, I'm just gonna do this.
No, I didn't want to take it. I guess I put it off.
We thought also we had all these fears, like because of what we do is creative. Like, is it gonna mess up with our work, or I don't know. We had all these like fears about it, but like it actually did the opposite.
Dude.
Because you feel so much more like
calm, I guess.
Yeah,
as
like
a creative
functional.
person,
You're more functional.
As a creative person, that was my biggest fear. Is like, what's it gonna do like for my functions? And when I started taking it, I found that I had like a renaissance afterwards because I wasn't in my head all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Anxiety disorder. I have like a generalized anxiety disorder, and it was really bad. It comes and goes now. I've been on top of it for a long time, but I
definitely relate to that.
Yeah, it can be debilitating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so this really helped with that. And I frankly had like a personal renaissance from this creatively with work.
Mm-hmm.
And the podcast that you see today, I was doing it once a week, and I hated coming to the office. I hated the product. Everything was so negative. Once I started that, I started coming in. I started spending time with the guys. I said, hey, one's not enough. Let's start. And now we're doing 5 episodes a week, every weekday live.
Like everything
that
that we
be
do,
possible.
everything that we're doing now seemed impossible back then. Like getting along with the crew, even, or being able to like maintain relationships, have a positive work environment, do a podcast and be happy with it afterwards. Like we would do once a week and hate it afterwards. We'd be like, this was shit. We just hate it.
I totally get it, and that's amazing because this is incredible what you guys are doing, like the amount of shows and the amount of content output. I just think it's important. I guess if we're talking about this subject, that I do people listening, because I don't want someone to hear this and be like, I'm just going to get an antidepressants because it made Ethan's life better because my life's messed up or something. I do want to say that I think it's important that anyone listening, like you did, you gave it time, you thought about it, you got your blood work done. You didn't just say that's the one thing I need, and you went for that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think people do that. I think most people are hesitant. I think most people are like, I don't want to take this. I'm afraid to take it. Most of the time when I hear people, they say, I was putting it off. I was afraid. I was nervous to take it. And now that I tried it, I'm super happy that I did.
That's exactly how I felt about ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca?
You can't take that because of the antidepressant.
Yeah, you're right. I can't do any fun drugs. That's one of the shittiest parts about it. Can't do any fun drugs, man.
I just did that.
Ayahuasca?
You just did it?
Amazing.
How long ago?
A week ago? 2 weeks ago?